All right, I'm going to go over the two ways that you can solve this sort of problem. They're giving us an expression and they're saying what is the answer when you substitute 2 in for x and 1 in for y. So the first way is to just substitute in that 2 and 1 as it is. So I'm going to do that. So I can put this into the calculator and see what the answer is. I'm going to show you that in a minute. The other way you can solve this is to first simplify this before you substitute it in. So just condense it a bit. So if I look at the first term, x to the third times x squared, that's the multiplication rule where I'm going to add the exponents. So that's going to be x to the fifth. And then the second term, that is the power of the fraction rule. So I'm just kind of adding my exponent to each of those numbers. And then the third term, this would be the power rule. So I'm going to multiply those two exponents. Then once you have that, you can substitute in 2 for x and 1 for y. All right, I had made a mistake. I had put the 4 here. That should be a 2. So now these two kind of substituted expressions here with my 2 and 1, I'm going to show you how you can enter those into Desmos. So if you go to desmos.com, this is what you're going to see. And so if you click Graphing Calculator, instead of graphing, we can just use this as a regular calculator. So I'm going to click on the bottom left to see my keyboard. And when I do the first one, I'm going to do 2 to the third power. When I want to do an exponent other than 2, I need to click this button right here. So I'm going to go here, 2 to the third power, and parentheses. Another parentheses, 2 to the second power, plus, and then I'm going to put in parentheses that 2 divided by 1 for my fraction, squared, minus, parentheses, 2 to the fourth, parentheses, oops. You can just kind of backspace to make sure you're getting it to look like you want it to. Click next to it so I know that you're telling the calculator you want the next number not to be up in the exponent area. And there we go, we get negative 220. If I want to show you the other way, after remember we simplified it and then we substituted in, I'm going to do 2 to the fifth power plus parentheses 2 squared divided by 1 squared, parentheses, minus 2 to the 8th. And look, you get the same answer there as well.